What's up, PUBG Nation? It's your boy Survivor number 1, and I'm coming at you with a quick sensitivity setting. Now, forward running sensitivity. This setting here, I've never seen one video explain this one properly. Not a single PUBG console settings video has explained this. And for the most part, players usually have this jacked right the way up to 50. Okay? So what this does not affect how fast you run. If it did, everyone would have it on the highest, okay? That's more your movement sensitivity, but the forward running sends. What this affects is how sensitive your character is when running in a straight line. So if I have it on 50 and I click the left stick forward and run in a straight line, now if I want to move left or right, if you make a subtle left or right movement on your left stick, you will barely move. I'm moving my left stick now and I'm barely moving left or right. I have to put much more pressure on the left stick to move left and right while running. But can you see here how you kind of come to a stop while doing it? That's because the forward running is too high. That will cause you to get stuck on doorways way too much. Because if you imagine this is a doorway here, I want to move left, but see how I have to put a lot of pressure on the stick and I'm getting stuck on it. That's due to your forward run sends being too high. Now, I recommend this setting being 15 for a real nice control over your movement. Remember, forward running sensitivity is all about your back and lateral movement. So ideally this should be on 0, but it does come with some hidden negatives. For example, just to show the lower side of this, when I have this on 15, if I click my left stick in and run forward, just subtle movements on my left stick, and see how I'm snaking left and right while still maintaining a sprint. You have way more control. When you move your stick, you're going to move that side. If you move it a little bit, you'll move a little bit. If you move it a lot, you'll move a lot. But I'm not coming to a stop as much as I was when it's too high. So this enables you to really zigzag and get yourself like in and out of cover, to move left or right if you're being shot. Now, I must say, this does have a hidden setting within it. And what that is to do with parachuting. Okay? So what I've realized, I've delved into this setting a lot. And if you have this lower than 30, you really can't hit 165 when you're parachuting. That's ideally the value that you want to be at to get the perfect free fall, get the perfect glide, and to hit those far, like 1 kilometer jumps. Now, if this is too low, you will free fall much faster and you won't hit. You kind of top out at like 180, 190. And you'll notice, if I could do a comparison, someone free falling and they're dropping down, like, you know, when stocks go down, you're going down at a deep incline. But with the forward running over 30, you will glide, a much more diagonal glide. So what I do is I bump this up to say 30. If I'm going to do a long jump, somewhere that I want to go, I'll bump this up to just over 30 while I'm in the plane. And if you hold start while gliding, you will stay in that glide. And then once you're near the drop it back down. I know this is not ideal, but having much more control over your movement is a lot better. I don't get stuck on objects so much and stuck on doors. Bear in mind, it will still happen because PUBG can be a bit clunky and doorways are very narrow on certain maps. But the forward running on 0 feels really great for movement. Like you really have full control. And the best thing to do is go into your training mode, bump it down to 0, and then run around. Like you can feel just how much control you have over your movement. It feels so much more smooth. Bear in mind, so many sensitivity videos over the years have all had, pretty much 90% have all had their forward running sensitivity on 50. So you've got most people running around with this jacked up. So the movement's going to feel clunky for you. But just bear in mind, having this low will affect your free fall parachute speed. But if you know how to parachute and you know where to jump, I still have this on low and I can still beat people down. So you just got to find the right spot for you. But I have found round about 15 feels nice, but round about 30 is the kind of the maximum I would go. Any lower than that, and you will obviously affect your parachute speed. But any higher than that, you'll really start to notice when you move left and right while running in a straight line, you'll feel a lot more clunky. So that's just that setting for you there. If there's any others you'd like me to go through in depth, explaining each single sends, then let me know. It's your boy Survivor number 1. Peace.